Hi, my name is Safi, and you're listening to Professional Rambler Podcast. This is episode 2, where I'm going to talk about living with ADHD unmedicated. And hopefully this helps you with anyone that has ADHD, or like, if you think you have ADHD, I'm probably not the best to listen to about it, but just like, some relatability is always something fun. So I'm excited about that. And yeah, so I'm going to list out a bunch of stuff I know I do, and I'm going to talk about it. The first one is, many thoughts are like roaming through my head. I think it's crazy the amount of times like thoughts are just like roaming through my head. I think I'm going crazy, and I think I may be kind of like announcing my craziness to the world. Yay! But like I just like there's a lot of thoughts going through my head, and this goes along with my second point of me being unable to kind of like form a sentence or finish a sentence, because my speech is just like one big one sentence. It's kind of crazy. I hate it, but I kind of love it, because like when I'm like talking, I'm gonna be like, stop, finish what you were saying before you start a new topic. But then if I don't start my new topic now, I'm gonna forget what I was talking about. So now I forgot my old topic, and now I forgot my new topic, and now I don't know what to talk about. So like 5 minutes later, when like the topic is completely irrelevant, I remember what I need to talk about, and I'm just like, oh my god, it's crazy. I hate it sometimes, but it's always fun, because I don't know. It's crazy, because I'm just like, I want to be able to finish a sentence, and I can't formulate a proper sentence without saying or being like, oh my god, I forgot. Oh my god, never mind. I'm just like, never mind, forget it. It's not a big deal. Anyway, so it's just like, it's crazy, because like I can't finish a sentence, nor can I like continue a sentence, and because there's so many thoughts going on in my brain at once. I'm just trying to process one thing at a time, and it's crazy. My third one would be like, I'm extremely forgetful. I'm forgetful in everything like you want me to do. Like if my mom told me to do something, I'm going to forget it. She gets really mad at me for like forgetting it, but I'm just like, so it's like she tells me to do something, I'm like, tell me one part. I'm gonna do the one part of something you told me to do, and I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna ask you again what the second part is. I just need like to be broken down, because I'm not gonna do it well, or I'm not gonna do it properly. So now I'm like adapting. So it's like, you have to tell me like in chunks. Let me do the first chunk of it first. Then I'm gonna come back to ask you for what the second chunk is. So I'm just like, whew, it's fascinating. I'm just like, bro, I just need, it's super, this part is so big, because like doing tests, when I'm taking a test, I could have studied for the material, but like when I get to the test, I completely forget everything I'm talking about in the test, and everything like the test material is, I'm just like, I don't remember this. So I like, a lot of the thoughts just start roaming in my head, and I just start talking to myself. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna fail. And I try to like, my other side of myself would try to like cheer myself up, but like, it's okay, just like do your best. But my other side's like, bitch, you know you're gonna fail. So I guess like, I remember like in middle school, I made this one video on my YouTube channel. It's on private now, so I was like thoughts that flow in your head during an exam. I don't know if anyone else related to it, but like people liked the video. But I was just like, that's the stuff that happens in my head, and that was just like a touch of stuff what happens in my head during the test. I just completely forget it, and then the class is over, and it's like, well, time to tell me this time. I'm like, then just start like guessing a bunch of words, because better guess than nothing, because at least I'll get some points. Even though I barely ever get points, I like end up getting like a D, because I completely forgot everything I'm talking about, and I just start talking to myself the entire test, because I'm just like, and then sometimes I even forget what I'm talking about in my head, and I'm just like, and I just start jumping to something else. I'm pretty sure teachers think I'm crazy. Like sometimes like my facial expressions would just change. Would act like I'm really about to fight a bitch. It would really sound like I'm about to fight a bitch, and I'm just like, I'm sorry. I want to see like a teacher just look at me doing a test and be like, what's wrong with this woman? It's going to be interesting in college, because my high school teachers did not having fun with that. So college is going to be something. I can't. But hopefully my recommendations, now that I have recommendations, will help with that. And hopefully they understand that like, I'm just like I'm just a child. I'm just a child. Wait, what's that song again? I'm just a kid. Oh yeah, I'm just a kid. I'm not really. Technically, I'm still a kid. I'm 18, but I'm an adult. But like technically, I'm a kid. It's weird when you're 18 to 20. Oh my god, I just went off tangent. Anyway, my fourth one is feeling the need to like do something. Like I have like an urge. Like now that I'm at home, like let's say I'm like making my noodles and just wait for my noodles to make, I'll just like go on the bed and just start jumping on it. Just I guess it's like a way for me to like kind of free my energy, like the urge of energy. So I wonder what my urge would be because I can't be jumping on my bed in college. I don't want my roommate to think I'm crazy. Hey, whoever my roommate is. Oh my god. But anyway, I don't want them to think I'm crazy. Like I've done lost my mind. I promise I haven't lost my mind just yet. Just yet. I haven't lost it just yet. But I just have that urge to just jump on the bed for like maybe like three jumps and I'm good. I just need to get or else I just start like playing with my feet or just like having the urge to do something. So I don't know what my urge would be in college. That's good. I don't have control over it. I don't know. Also, like my fifth one is like I tend to like get in trouble in school for like dumb things like teachers would send me this teacher sent me to detention because I wasn't paying attention. Sent me to the dean. The dean knows I'm not like a bad child or I don't do like so like I didn't really get in trouble. I just sat in the dean's office and just chilled until that class period was over. But like some teachers would call my parents saying like she was unpaying attention. My parents never really got it. I never really got that. I need something to do and I can't pay attention for like a full 50 minutes or for 8 hours of your day. So I'll get in trouble and stuff. But I'm like, I'm sorry, but it's not my fault. I'm just a child. I'm just a kid. I'm bad at singing. I'm really bad. I should probably stop singing. But like, I'll get in trouble in school for like just some silly shit that like, honestly, I think teachers could do because I'm like, you're a teacher, you're with kids, like you should know the kids' different learning styles. Because teachers would just like teach, just talk, and like expect everyone to understand what they're saying. I'm like, I'm sorry, but I don't understand what you're doing. I'm really freaking confused. Help me, because I don't know what I'm doing. And like some teachers would not help you. They'll be like, well, figure it out yourself, or like ask 3 people before me. And I have like social anxiety, so I hate that rule of ask 3 people before you ask the teacher, because I'm just like, because I really don't know anyone in any of my classes. I'm like, I only like know one person. I'm just like, after that one person, I can't talk to anyone else. I'm just like, people scare me. They like terrify me. I'm just like, this will be interesting. I'm just like, people are scary. Like teenagers are scary. There's like that one occasional person who's like nice and like everyone that I don't really mind going to because they're nice person. We love that. So that's always fun when you and like I like when I bring my fidget toy to school because I need something. Cause that's when I recently got like a fidget toy. So I was like, I brought my fidget toy so I can play with. Cause teachers will get mad at me if I use my phone, or they'll call my parents saying she's always using her phone, but I need my phone. Cause they think I'm texting, but to be honest, I'm not texting. I'm literally playing this game called Toon Blast. And I'm just like reaching levels, and I'm like literally on like level 200 on that game. I think. Let me look. Actually, I'm like on level 810. You're welcome. So it's like that game really helps me a lot because I'm just like, that's what I'm playing with most of the time in class. I'm still actively paying attention, but I just need something to do with my hands. I'm not a drawer, so I don't draw in my notebook or anything. So I need something to do with my hands. So teachers will call my parents saying she's always with her phone, and my parents will take my phone from me and then I'm just like, what am I supposed to do now? So I started to bring my fidget toy, and teachers would get mad at me. They're like, it's so distracting. But like, my fidget toy was literally like that, like the fidget cube, or like one of those like stretchy like rolling thingy. I don't know what it's called, but it's like, so I'll use it. They're like, it's distracting. I'm like, what the hell am I supposed to do now? I'm like, you won't let me use my phone. I can't use a fidget toy. And when I try to explain to the teacher, they're just like, and they'll tell me to put it in my bag or take it from me. I'm just like, can I please just use my type of learning style? Because I'm still paying attention to you. I just need something to do other than paying to your boring ass. Maybe make your class fun, and maybe I'll fully pay attention. without having to do something with my hands. That's a suggestion, food for thought. Maybe don't be boring. To my future teachers, don't be boring, because being boring is lame. No one likes that. And also, like, my other one is, like, confrontation. I don't know if it's just a me thing or if it's an ADHD thing. But I guess me thing is also an ADHD thing, because ADHD is part of my personality. It's a lot of my personality. But, like, I hate confrontation so much. Confrontation is, like, the shittiest thing. Like, if I'm in a confrontation, like, I will be so scared. If it's, like, through a text, I will literally not reply for, like, 5 hours. Or if it's through a person, I can't just run away. So, like, you can see I just start going with everything. So I'm just like, okay, it's fine, whatever. Anything that gets me out of that situation as soon as possible. And then, like, when I get home, I'm like, I'm sorry I was like that. Because my safe place is over social media. Like, if social media didn't exist while I'm growing up, I would die. Because, like, that's how I get a lot of my shit out. And, like, my, like, Snapchat, like, or my Instagram, I'm just like, no, not Instagram is lame. Instagram's for the lame people. Sorry. Sorry to my Instagram lovers, but, like, if I Snapchat and Twitter are, like, my main, like, outlet of freedom, I'm just, like, I just have a lot of, like, freeway with those social medias. I can do whatever I want. And honestly, I don't care what other people think. People, like, unact me. I'm like, whatever, fuck you, bitches. You're lame. No one gives a fuck about you. No one likes you. So that's how I see it. So I'm just like, guess who's the lame? So I'm unapologetically myself on social media. And I promise I'm not the same person on social media in real. Actually, I am after I get to know you for a while. So I just want to make that clear, because I'm not fake. I'm just sheltered. Well, it's in my own bubble. I'm in my own bubble. I don't like to step outside my bubble. Anything that makes me step out of my bubble makes me into confrontation / uncomfortable. And I like to just get out of those situations as soon as I possible. And I don't like to get myself in those type of situations. So I only stick with, like, safe options. And, like, whatever way is safe is whatever way I would stay in. Because it's awful. And I'm not a fan of it. And my last one that I remember right now is hyperfixation. Hyperfixation. Anyway, now that I don't need to say that 100 billion times, I tend to be hyperfixed on something. Whatever I'm doing, I will be hyperfixed on something. Like with this podcast right now, the only thing I'm focused on, the only thing that's really in my head is I'm hyper focused on it. And that's surprising, because I'm not focused on a lot of things. I'm only focused on something I'm passionate on at the time being. So, like, if I'm doing something, that's the only thing I'm being focused on. So if someone interrupts me, I'm not really going to be paying attention to what they're saying. I'm just going to be like, okay, whatever, let me finish this. So it's just like, I'm like, my brain could just be hyper focused on, like, a wall. Just, like, nothing there, just, like, a wall. And I'm just, it's interesting, but, like, I love it. But it's also kind of weird. But I guess I'm weird because I'm quirky. Right now I'm doing the Deborah Ryan face because she's a classic. Even though she's kind of, I don't know. But anyway, that's always fun. Being hyper-focused on absolutely nothing sometimes. I love that for me. Okay, so this was like a short podcast. It was fun. I just enjoyed just talking about myself and just talking about, like, my ADHD. And if you can relate, or if this can help you in any way to really understand what other people with ADHD have, or just, like, understanding, like, the importance of Fidget toy and the importance of not getting mad at us when we're just unapologetically just being ourselves. I just want you to know that everyone with ADHD is different, but, like, there's a main course of things we do. And I don't know much about ADD, but, like, I know it's similar. And I heard, like, autism and ADHD is kind of similar depending on the range of autism you have. So it's good to, like, have more bonding experience. So I can't wait to, like, get my medication and finish this science experiment off and just really just see how everything's really coming along. So I'll see you guys in my next podcast. If you enjoyed it, leave this podcast a rating and subscribe or follow. And I'll see you guys in my next podcast. You can follow me on my podcast Instagram at professional rambler. That's it. You see it when it comes up. We have a little time over there. Kinda. I'm still getting started, but I'm trying my best. Please just follow me, and if you want to email me anything, my The email is professionalramblerpodcast@gmail.com, and I'll get to you. Bye.